Welcome to our Post E-Education channel. So students, here I am going to discuss about use of steam table, and this is very important topic. As you know, the properties of steam you have already studied in third chapter, and in that you have a lot of problems based on that properties of steam, and to solve that problems you need steam table, where the properties of steam for different pressure or different temperature conditions are described. So let me introduce to your steam table. First, the steam table is usually, if you see your steam table chart, then you can see it is usually available in two different forms. That is, first is your saturated, for your saturated steam, that is your saturated steam table, and one for your superheated steam, and that is your superheated steam table. Then again, your saturated steam table is also can be seen in two different forms, and that are one is temperature based and another one is pressure based. So let's see those diagram. See, before going to the diagram, let me introduce some terms that are very important in order to understand the steam table. So first is your saturation temperature. So first, saturation temperature and saturation pressure. These two terms are very important in order to understand your steam table. So first is your saturation temperature. It is the temperature at which your water starts boiling, and then the water converted to your vapor phase. So the temperature at which water starts converting to your boiler to your vapor phase, that is at a certain pressure, that is your saturation temperature. So see this diagram. Here you can see this is your saturation temperature for pressure P1, and similarly this is your saturation temperature for pressure P2. And next, let's go to your saturation pressure. As you understand, saturation temperature, the temperature at which water converts to your vapor phase. Similarly, saturation pressure is also the pressure at which your liquid or your water converts to your vapor phase. That means water boils into its vapor phase at a given temperature. And to remember this thing, for a particular pressure, a temperature is fixed, and similarly, for a particular temperature, pressure is fixed. And here, this is your PV diagram where you can see this is your temperature line, and here you can see for this temperature, this is your saturation pressure. Then you see two terms. Let me show. This here you can see VF, VG, UF, UG. So what are these F? These are your saturation liquid term. Let me give you the point F and G. So see here, F is your saturated liquid state. Means what? The state where liquid converts to your vapor phase. Okay, this is your saturated liquid state, and that state is usually denoted by your term F. Okay, subscript F. Then similarly, G is your state that indicate your saturated vapor state. Means after that the steam, the wet steam will fully converted to your superheated steam. Okay. Then what is AFG then? AFG indicate the change in property of A while changing phase from saturated liquid to saturated vapor. So these terms are very necessary, are usually necessary to understand to study the steam table. So let me now show you the steam table. This is one temperature based saturated steam table. So here temperature based means your entry is your temperature. That means temperature here is independent variable, and depending on temperature your other properties are written. Like for a particular temperature, as I have mentioned, for a particular temperature a pressure is fixed. So here you can see for 50 degree centigrade temperature your pressure is 0.1235 bar pressure. So this is its saturation temperature for 50 degree centigrade, and similarly for 50 degree centigrade temperature the other properties are written. For example, specific volume, internal energy, enthalpy, entropy, these properties are written, and all these properties are in specific term. They means what? All these properties are written per kg, per unit mass. Okay. Similarly, you can see pressure based means pressure is your independent entry, and depending on your pressure, other properties are written. Suppose for tube or pressure I want to find out the properties. Then you can see for tube or pressure 120.2 degree centigrade is its saturation temperature, means this is the temperature at which your water will convert to your vapor state, and for this pressure specific volume Va, Vg, UH, Ug and these properties are written. Okay. Then your superheated steam. Superheated steam, as I have told you, for a particular pressure, particular temperature is fixed for saturated steam. But for superheated steam, for different pressure, for one particular pressure, different temperatures are there. Because it is in superheated condition, and you know a superheated condition can be for 180 degree above saturation temperature. The temperature obtained for that pressure is your superheated steam. So suppose I want to find out for hyper pressure and 40 degree temperature, what will be my condition, what will be my enthalpy. Then what, hyper pressure is here and 240 degree temperature is here. So enthalpy, this one is enthalpy, so this will be my value 2939.9 kilojoule per kg. This is my value. Okay. So like that you can find out the values for steam table. So here I am going to solve a problem where you see find enthalpy of 5 kg of steam at a pressure of 10 bar when the condition of steam is wet with dryness fraction 0.85, dry and saturated, superheated to 240 degrees centigrade. So these are three conditions, and I want to find your enthalpy for these three conditions. Okay. So what you will do, first see what are the data given here. Okay. So see here data are 5 kg. See 5 kg. Then you can see here pressure is 10 bar. Okay. So I can write down data. Mass is 5 kg. What? It is its mass. 5 kg. Then pressure is what? How much? 10 bar. Then I will see what is the conditions of steam, and for what I have to find out the values. So see here, first condition is wet with dryness fraction 0.85. That means what? You have to find out the value of the wet steam that has dryness fraction 0.85. So before that you should find out at 10 bar pressure what are the conditions, what are the values from steam table for different properties. So see here I have shown you for 10 bar pressure. You can see here for 10 bar pressure saturation temperature, see 179.9 degrees centigrade. That means what? At this temperature your water will be converted to vapor. Okay, and above that temperature your steam will be in superheated condition. Okay, so this is its saturation temperature, and I have written down here also 179.9 degrees centigrade is its saturation temperature. And see here what it is given to find out enthalpy. Okay, so it is given to find out enthalpy. So let's go to the enthalpy term. See HF, HFG, Hg, and I have already told you F indicates the saturated liquid state. Okay, so this is its value. HF is 762.6 kilojoule per kg. I have already told you kilojoule per kg because it is for 1 unit mass. Similarly, HFG is 2013.6 kilojoule per kg and Hg is 2776.2 kilojoule per kg. Okay, and you have to write down all these values first in your copy. Okay, then suppose here it is given enthalpy. If you have in your question find out the value for entropy, find out value for volume or internal energy, then like that how I have written for specific enthalpy, you can write down for other properties also. Okay, so I have already written here HF is 762.6, HFG is this much and Hg is this much. I have written down these values from your steam table, and see here you should write down from steam table. So before proceeding to your problem, you should write down these things, what are the data and what are the conditions for the pressure given. Okay, then I am proceeding to the question. See here, it 0.85. Okay. So for wet steam enthalpy, I want to find out. You guys already know. I have already told you enthalpy for wet steam, for superheated steam. I have already given formulas for these things, and you know H is equals to HF for plus XHFG. This is the value for wet steam. So let me put the values from here. The data that I have find out from your steam table. Let me put these values. HF is 762.6 plus X is how much? 0.85 into HFG is how much? 2013.6. Okay. So from this, calculate this and you are going to get 2474.16 kilojoule per kg. Okay. This value is for 1 unit kg, and what is given in my question, here it is given for 5 kg steam. So you have to multiply here 5. Okay. In order to find out the total enthalpy of the steam, I have to multiply here 5 because my mass is not for 1 kg. If in your question it is given for 1 kg of steam instead of this 5, if it is given suppose 1 kg, then no need of further calculation. But here my question is for 5 kg. So what I have to do? Enthalpy will be 5 into 2476.16 and that will be 12370.8. 12370.8 kilojoule. Okay. See, this is kilojoule per kg, that means per unit mass, and here I have multiplied kg, that is for 5 kg, that's why my unit will be kilojoule. Okay. So this is for wet steam. Then I want to find out the value for dry and saturated. And next option, see, next condition is dry and saturated. So students, yeah, I have already told you. See, this condition Hg. This Hg indicate means what? Dry and saturated indicate this G term. Okay, that means saturated vapor. For saturated vapor, I have to find out the value Hg. Okay, Hg will be my this enthalpy for this condition. So it is condition is dry and saturated. Dry and saturated means it will lie in your saturated vapor condition. So for this condition, my value will be Hg. So how much will be my enthalpy? That is will be equivalent to your Hg. That is 2776.2 kilojoule per kg. So remember these things, that if it is in dry and saturated condition means your dry steam having dryness fraction 100%, is not it? So for that condition your enthalpy will be equivalent to your Hg. So there is no need of calculation, directly find the value from steam table and put the value, get answer. That's it. Suppose instead of dry and saturation, if it is like in question, if it is written saturated water, I have already told you for saturated water it is HF. Okay. So remember these two things. HF is for your saturated water condition, Hg is for your dry and saturated steam. Okay. And if these two conditions are mentioned in your question, there is no need of calculation. Directly put the values from your, directly find the value from your steam table and put in the answer. Okay. So here it is not completed yet because I have only find out the enthalpy for your for 1 kg of steam. And in my question it is 5 kg, so I have to multiply here 5 into 2776.2 and it will be 13881 kilojoule. Okay. So this is for dry and saturated. Then next I am going to find out for superheated condition, which is temperature is 240 degrees centigrade and pressure is 10 bar. So next one is superheated, where pressure is 10 bar, it is already given. I have already write down for this, and temperature is 240 degrees steam? It is in superheated steam. See, in this question it is already means mentioned that is in superheated condition. But suppose in some questions you have seen that it is not written like that. It is not written. It is in superheated condition or somehow like that. So how to find out that the steam is in superheated condition? For that purpose, first you check. Suppose instead of this superheated steam, instead of this superheated, it is only written like it is heated to 240 degrees centigrade. Then how will you find out that it is in superheated condition? It's one point is that, see, for 10 bar pressure your saturation temperature is how much? 179.9 degrees centigrade. So this is your saturation temperature, and I have already told you if if the temperature exceeds this temperature, then the steam will be in superheated condition. And see, in question it is temperature is your 240 degrees centigrade, which is no doubt more than this 179.9 degrees centigrade. So it clearly shows that your steam is in superheated condition. And for that you have also a steam table. See, this is the steam table for that. 240 degrees centigrade, pressure is 10 bar, 240 degrees centigrade. So you can find out for 240 degrees centigrade, this is volume, specific volume, this is specific internal energy, this is specific enthalpy. And what I want to find out, enthalpy. So my value will be 2920, Okay. So what will be my value? H superheat का कहते हैं जो 2920.4 kilojoule per kg. And like that, for total enthalpy will be 5 into 2920.4. Okay. Remember one thing, if you don't know how to use steam table, then also you have one clue to find out the value only by using the formulas. What you have already known, H superheat, you also can find out H superheat is equals to Hg plus Cps into T superheat minus T saturation. Okay. So just put the values and get answer. See, H superheat is Hg plus, and this is sensible heat, that is increasing from your saturation temperature, that is 179.9 to 240 degrees centigrade. To increase the temperature from this to this, that is sensible heat, and for that this is the value Cps into T superheat minus T saturation plus Hg. Hg already you can find out from your steam table. I have already written down here. Hg is 2776.2. So just put the values 2776.2 plus Cps. Usually the value specific heat for steam value varies from 2 to 2.3. So just check your question if it is given or not. If it is not given, then you can put 2.2, 2.3 or only 2 also you can put. But if it is given, then directly put that value only. Okay. So here in my question it is already given that specific heat of steam Cps is 2.2. Okay. So I am going to put that value for it. 2.2 into T superheat. How much is T superheat? That is 240 degrees centigrade minus, for 10 bar pressure, saturation temperature is 179.9. I have already told you. Okay. So calculate these things and you are going to get 2908.42. So here I am just write down here 2908.42. But this is for 1 kg. For 5 kg steam, you have to multiply 5 into 2908.42, and you are going to get answer 14542. Point 1. And actually you see the variation in answer will be there. Okay. In some steam table, usually these values varies up to 10 to 20. So don't bother if your answer vary from other person, means from other student by 10 to 20. It is okay. Your answer is okay with that. But don't it won't vary that much. That like 100 to 100 it won't vary that much. But 10 to 20 it usually vary. So don't worry for that thing. So this is all about how to solve the steam, the properties of steam problem if it is if your pressure is given and various steam conditions are given. Okay. So here I have given you one assignment, and it is no doubt a little bit different from this question, but if you know the concept how to solve the problems simply, if you know how to find out the properties for various conditions, then it is very easy for you. See, it is given saturated water means you are going to get F term. All F terms will be its values. At 10 bar, pressure is given 10 bar, filled with a flow rate 10 kg per minute. Means here this is given mass flow rate because unit is kg per minute. Okay, you have to convert it to kg per second. Then it is given, it is heated isobarically to 300 degrees centigrade. Then what is final state? Final state of the water means what will be the final condition of steam at this 300 degrees centigrade. It is in superheated or it is in wet or dry saturated. You have to find out that condition. Then calculate change in enthalpy, then volumetric flow. So see here, one thing remember that initial condition is your saturated water, and then it is heated, and because of that heat addition it is converted to your steam having temperature 300 degrees centigrade. So let's find, if you try to solve this problem, if you face any problem, any difficulty in this problem, then you can contact me. You can message me also. So see here, just try to feel the concept I have told you before, and see saturated water means F terms, you are going to find out the value related to F term. Then this is isobarical to 300 degrees centigrade. Then find out for 10 bar pressure what is its saturation temperature. Here I have written the saturation temperature is 179.9 degree, and see here temperature is 300 degrees centigrade. It is clearly showing that it is in superheated condition. So first state will be superheated. Then calculate the enthalpy change means 10 bar. At 10 bar what is its enthalpy? Then at 300 degrees centigrade what is its enthalpy? Then find out the difference in that. That will be your change. Similarly, volumetric flow means you are going to find out your volume, specific volume. So at 10 bar pressure what is its saturated water, what is its volume, and at 300 degrees centigrade what is its volume, and compare these two. Okay, try to solve this problem. Okay, thank you.